So I just finished my morning hike and I'm coming into Hukuk. Boker Tov. Because of the war that's going on, there's guards at all of the entrances to the different settlements. So I am on my way home and I decided to come by. There's a little coffee house here. This is a settlement that is neighboring my settlement. And there's a little coffee house here that is open on Friday mornings, and they sell really good homemade bread. Well, it's not homemade, they make it there, but it's really, really good bread. So I decided I'm gonna go get a loaf of bread. So I really just kind of want to show you. I actually didn't even check if it's open now. It's usually open on Fridays when there is no war. I don't see why it wouldn't be open now. See all sorts of friendly faces, people that I know, because when you live in an area for a while, you start getting to know the people just inherently. It looks like it's open, hopefully. So I'll just show you, I'll turn it around. So right down there, that little yellow building, that is the coffee house. Doesn't look like there's anybody sitting outside right now. But that's where I'm going. So I'm going to grab my wallet and I'm going to pause this. And when I get there, if I feel comfortable, I will film to show you what it looks like in there. Just a little bit of sharing my life. Because I just got here. I want to show you the place. I'll turn it around a little bit. And this is the bread that I was talking about. So I'll do you a quick walk through. It looks pretty empty, probably because of the war that's going on now. There we go. Now you can see. And you walk out the back, and there's a little area back here. You know. So that's what I am and what I'm up to. Okay, so what I decided to take, what I am taking is, I'll turn it around. So I'm taking one of these breads. It's like a French bread. This is what it looks like. And I'm taking one of those bagels. Okay, so I just got the bread and I am on my way home. I just kind of feel like there's more that I want to say. There's, with this twin flame journey, I feel like there's this void. And I know that I just need to be sitting in the void. And there's so many times that I feel like I am, so strong and coming into myself and knowing myself and that I just feel, blessed and whole. And then there's like these times that I just feel I don't get it. I don't get why it can't just be so much simpler. I do get it. I do get it. I get it that you have to kind of go through yourself, and this whole spiritual awakening, if it was simple, then you wouldn't be ignited like you are, and you wouldn't be forced to go through yourself, and you wouldn't be, sitting in the pain. Sitting in the pain forces you kind of to face yourself, forces you to go inward, forces you to, sitting in the void and there is no satisfaction whatsoever, kind of makes you have to go in and realize what is causing it. What is it all about? Why is this happening? So I get that part, but I don't get why. Ugh. In my own individual journey, I know that everybody has their own individual journey, but in my own individual journey, there's just so much pain. I guess in any spiritual awakening, there's pain. There has to be pain. You have to go through pain to be able to resolve it. I guess there's a certain amount of pain that you have to lean into and really explore the pain so that you can let it go. But I still feel I'm just tired. I'm tired. I just feel tired. I just want some time off. And I get like what's really on this twin flame journey is that you get like mixed signals. You get like signals of pure love and pure happiness and like the potential. You see the potential. I'm gonna go through. You see the potential, and you when you're with your twin, there's like this. You go into a completely different dimension, a completely different, like this high flying place where you are just in pure bliss, and then you also feel like this on the contrast side, this void. And you start questioning yourself, like I start questioning myself. You start going back and forth in between the 3D and the higher places, and it's like, is this real? Could it be? You know, what's happening in the 3D is so far disconnected than what is happening on these other levels, on this, you know, you feel completely connected. You have this telepathic connection with this other person, and this other person is telling me that he doesn't want to be with me, and it's just like, it's almost like incomprehensible. And then I start questioning my own sanity, like, is this real? Could it be? How could this be? How could I feel that connection, and that when we're together it's just like perfect compatibility, and then it be so far from reality, like reality in the 3D world, right? How could I be so off? You know, I've always prided myself in being very, very, very sensitive and being able to pick up even on the smallest intentions and notions and things. That's why this is so far-fetched. That's why this is so like incomprehensible, because there's like the little nuances I can feel that it's like meant to be, and then what's happening is completely different. There's a separation. It just feels surreal to me. It's like, what? Is it always going to be like this? Am I always going to be in this pain? Because even any person that I meet, like even yesterday I met a really nice man, who maybe in past I would have been interested in exploring. It's like now nobody interests me. Nothing interests me. Nobody, you know, and then I say to myself, okay, so quit telling yourself that story, start finding interest. But when you find somebody that's so compatible at every level, it's like, who else can match up to that? Who else can come in and sweep me off my feet? I know. Sweep yourself off your feet, blah, 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 blah. But if we weren't intended on being in relationships, you know, and being with other people, then we wouldn't have that draw. And if we have that draw and the yearning to be in a partnership with somebody else, and also like sexuality, I miss sexuality. I miss it. I want that in my life. And I feel like, what, am I like destined to be an old maid? I have so much life in me and so much to give and so much that I want to do and so many places I want to go and so much I want to explore. And it all feels like I want to explore it though with somebody. I want to spend my life with somebody. I want to have those experiences with somebody. I want to build a life, a partnership, a more crying. Okay. Enough said.